One of the biggest elements now of creating awareness with audience is through social media campaigns. Social media is a world unto itself. It's very complex, very complicated, lots of moving parts. I personally am not an expert in social media, but I deal with a lot of experts who have helped me navigate and understand how to be successful with a social media campaign. Hopefully you understand a lot of it, but if you don't, you should work with people who do, because that is an ever-changing, evolving world unto itself. The platforms keep changing, the dynamics on the platform keep changing, but what we do know is that the world communicates through social media now. Chances are a good chunk of your audience is going to find you through some successful social media campaign. It's very important to get it right. You can waste a lot of time, energy, and money doing the wrong things on social media. That's why I'm suggesting that you get somebody who is an expert or who understands it in order to navigate it. So the great news about social media is you basically now can communicate with the whole world. The bad news is it's just such a crowded, diluted space that it's hard to get anybody's attention. Figuring out how to do a strategic social media campaign where you're targeting the people that you really want to target, your core target audience, and then getting to them is really the key to being successful. Like I say, having a strategy to do that, spending your time, energy, and resources in the right places is super important to being successful. Now, one of the major components in social media is influencers. Right now, the whole world of influencers is what I call the Wild West. Who knows really who is an influencer? Who knows if they actually have influence? How much is their influence worth? What should you pay for it? And what should you get these influencers to do to help you engage your audience? So there's lots and lots of questions. A lot of people claim to be experts in this. I've actually accessed the service of various people who claim to be experts, and I'm telling you that this is a very confusing, ever-changing dynamic in that world. I think if you get it right, you can be successful, but I don't know necessarily what those aspects are. Hopefully you'll figure it out. Hopefully somebody else will help you figure it out. I mean, the trick to a great social media campaign through an influencer is to have something go viral. Is that strategic? Is it just luck? Is it a combination of the two? I like to think it's like a poker game. If you know how to play your cards, there's a lot of strategy in poker. You get dealt cards, and if you know how to play those cards, then you have an advantage. However, there is a lot of luck in getting dealt the right cards. You know, if you're playing Hold'em, in the right cards flopping. If you know how to play the cards, it's a lot easier to play good cards, which is the lucky element. And that's what I liken social media and influencers to. Have a good strategy, work it really well, do your research, your homework, try to figure out as best as you can to navigate that process, and then execute it, and hopefully the timing will work, the elements will come together, and you will get lucky, and your campaign will go viral and or hit a lot of people who are actually, your core audience, and you will be very successful with a social media campaign.